Okay, start the run here. Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another speed run of the Strange Seed. Fuck. Wait. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just send it. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. We did just reset 2 minutes into the run because the early game is oh so resettable. There's so many opportunities for failure. Just like that. But yeah, we just recently got our PB for today, so I'm going for another one. Going for another little PB. We'll see if we can pull it off. That's plus 10 biomass. So if I mash the pickup button fast enough, I can get multiple biomass drops from these bulbs. And I've managed to get 3 in the past, but lately I've been stuck on 2. And I'm not too worried about that because I just kind of I just kind of need enough. I don't need the bare minimum I need is 154. That is the lowest number of biomass that I need. I get the overwhelming majority of that at the very start of the game just due to the fact that there's all the big biomass drops right at the start. Definitely a little bit of a weird thing in this game is that biomass is very much drip fed to you throughout the game. And then all the parts, they go like scaling and increasing cost as you go. So it's really tricky to make all that happen. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna edit the speed run. The whole point of a speed run is that it's unedited. Okay, so we're gonna put these on, and then I'm gonna change the size down. That DNA is really important for increasing speed. So that's good. We're gonna do a double jump here, and then grab the thing. There we go. And there's this sneaky little spot here that I can go through if I do it just right. And then there's this guy who aggroes to me. This is a newer part of the run, this little yellow guy. So he's trying to figure out how to deal with him in an efficient manner has been a bit of a thing. But, yeah, something like that. We get salamander arms, a little bit of extra biomass. We're gonna try and double mash that. We did, which is good. I'm very happy about that. Combo monkey arms with something cheaper to lower the price, I say for the 3,000th time, so you don't need that much. I will try it, I guess, but, like, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I gotta think about it a little bit. Good mash. Yeah, maybe we can combo the... So 154 is currently the bare minimum that I need for biomass. But I might be able to do less if I combo it, as Prime Lola is saying. The only problem with the combo is that it takes time to go set up, and there's a chance of it failing, and a relatively high chance at that, so it could be a big time loss into a potential straight-up lost run, so... Yeah, not sure how worthwhile that is, if I already have enough to put it on in the first place. But definitely something to consider at the very least. And we got lots of new parts, so we should put those on. Beetle Torso is really lucky. I love having Beetle Torso early. And I'm not much of a Geoduck head user anymore. I should probably stop going for it, to be honest. I think it might not be worth it. We're just going to go ahead and all in this guy from here, because he will not be able to kill me in time. There we go, and then we'll just do a little reset and put that on whatever I get. We got ant legs, which is good. Put that on, that's gonna give us some extra speed, and now we're going to dodge this beetle, and I'm gonna go kill the shopkeep. Yep, we're doing another speed run, that is the case. I'm gonna push this box into this guy, so that way I can kill Basket Case Benny and the box at the same time. And the hope was to have a particular drop happen. This guy's actually really tanky. This is a new thing that I've routed into the run, and I'm starting to think that it's not worth it because holy shit, that's a lot of hits. So I really need crystals to appear. Right, I really need crystals for the early game. I need exactly 8 crystals over the course of the run. I missed the jump time in there. Unfortunate. I'm just gonna keep hitting them. Gonna try to dodge the damage where I can. Try to kill the extras here in this fight. If I time the jump right there, I can dodge the damage, which is very convenient. This is the most random part of the fight, is the water spam. But, yeah, that was pretty much as perfect as that could have went. That was really, really ideal. So I'm very pleased with how that fight went. That's wonderful. We're a little bit tall, so I can't do the standard route. These legs I'm going to have to swap out going into the next biome. So we're going to have to go for that. And, yeah, we're going to grab this right away while we're here. There we go. And now we've got extra speed that we can work with, so I'm going to swap these for speed, because that's going to shrink me down. This is the same reason for that. We just need to be shrunken down, and then we are going to make body smaller, this smaller, and this smaller if we can. We can't do all of them. Okay, body can go back up, and we'll go for that, because... Actually, yeah, I guess this is fine. This is fine. No ant butt this time. Yep, it's so one of the things about this run that makes it really interesting is that the parts are random drops, which means that you're going to be dealing with slightly different parts each time that you do the run. And yeah, obviously when it comes to optimizing the run, that's going to become hell eventually, but for now it's just kind of cool. And means that there's like a little bit of adaptability over the course of the run. You just kind of have to make do. There's a couple of guaranteed drops in the game. Maybe we'll see more in the future, but for the time being, that's kind of how it is. And yeah, those are the crystals and the biomass that I was hoping for. We eat a bunch of the queen ant's eggs, and then we get that super early, which is very nice. We're a little bit slower than we normally would want to be here, but it's going to save us time because we won't have to make an edit, which is probably worthwhile. I've been killing that ant a second time. Is it worth it killing the queen? The queen is another boss fight. Boss fights do provide a good amount of biomass. The only problem is that they're not all boss fights are made equal, and the queen boss is actually one of the harder optional... Actually, probably the hardest optional boss in the game. Like, even coming back late game, it can be a really dangerous boss. This is another boss that we're going to be passing by here. He gives 10 biomass and a couple of unique parts. But I have no need for them, so we're not going to be worrying about that. We're basically just using this as a big shortcut to skip around a crap ton of aggro enemies, and yeah. I'm surprised this yellow slime was able to follow me as closely as he did. We'll have to deal with that in a moment. So yeah, there's these guys here who are a little bit problematic. Because if they desync their attacks, it's going to be a super pain in the butt to kill them both. We're going to grab this early checkpoint, and then I'm going to deal with this yellow slime that chased me all the way here, which is honestly a very unfortunate use of my time, so that's kind of bad that it followed me that far. And we will fly on up here. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm really hoping that... Oh, yeah. So there's going to be some... There's going to be some deaths here. It happens. We're going to make some adjustments to our build here really quick. Let me go ahead and change size. So I want big head on my offensive, and we want more speed, so we're going to adjust our setup a little bit here. Oh, man. Okay, they're beautifully synchronized. And they're desynced again. Fuck. Okay, so we need to just find the... I need to land the hits, please. Okay, there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'll get the meat later. Let's not worry about it for now. He blocked me. He physically blocked my body. Some would call that a body block. God damn it. It's a little bit of unfortunate gamerness going on here. I'll be real. Could be going better. Oh man. Please. Okay, good stuff. Grab one of these. I should be able to sneak around that. We got Geoduck Neck. I tried to double mash that. I didn't get it. We're gonna go ahead and change our size. Bring that all the way down. That's gonna make us fast and also have a fucking tiny head. Looks like we have no head at all. That's very goofy. I should have thought this through because this requires multiple attacks now that I have less damage. If I had more damage, it would still require multiple attacks, but it's not great. Not great. So through here we get our second evolution, so that way I can swap between two creatures at the same time, which is very, very key to having a speed build and having a damage build, which is how I played the game normally, but it's also how I play this version of the game too, the speedrun. I'm sure you could probably get away with one. Well, actually, I don't know if you could. I think you need a bare minimum of 2. And I don't know why you'd do less than 2. I think 2 is just too good. Okay, we need to get this camera at an angle where it makes it easy to deal damage. I'm taking a hit here. It's way better to have these guys synchronized, but we do not. I'm gonna try and synchronize them a little better. I managed to get the double mash on that. It's really important that I get at least 30 from that one. If I don't get 30 on that, then it's a bit of an L. Bit of a problem, to be honest. We got chicken neck, which is going to give us extra jump height, which is pretty valuable going forward here. Very happy to have that. We're going to go ahead and do one of these. I'm going to grab the kill on this seagull, and then I'm going to grab a hidden thing just off the cliff, and then I'm going to jump off the cliff because that's currently the fastest way to get back to the nest. Eventually, I'm hoping that save and quit is faster, but for the time being, this does seem to be the fastest way, which is a bit of a thing. There we go. So now I can evolve to have... So this first guy, he's set up for speed, so let's make that 60%, and then we're gonna get the tail smaller, and that's all set up. How's it going, Ren? Welcome on in. We're in the midst of a speed run. Okay, give me the seagull wings. You got Saltail. Beetle torso is speed. Ant legs is speed. Chicken neck is jump, and we'll keep the climb. I'm gonna dump the head. I'll go none head, and that will be my speed build. Now let's go ahead and load up this, which is going to be my damage build, and it's going to be somewhat similar. For now, they will start to diverge when the time is right. I'm going to put chicken wings instead, and we are going to change size. We want big head, and we want big wing, or small wing, because small wing is more damage. There we go. Okay. So we'll overwrite that, and there we go. Now we got 2 good builds for damage. I skipped that one, and I'm gonna commit to that. In theory, or with any hope, I won't need it. But this could result in a reset, to be honest, if we roll bad. So we need to combine one set of items. That one set of items is the 2 wings that I have. If I can combine the 2 wings, that is going to give me a huge bonus in terms of power scaling. And that's what the mystery liquid that we're acquiring is for. So we got the first one a little bit earlier. And now we're trying to just grab all the ones on the way here. So you might be wondering why the hell I'm going this way. There's actually a really snazzy out-of-bounds skip. I can either collect all these green smoky things on the ground, and then give the raptors some honey, which is how I can escape, or I can do my snazzy little out-of-bounds trick, which I currently believe to be faster. Down there was an old piece of the route where I can get an extra cybernetic tail that does really good damage. That said, I don't need it anymore because it's a melee weapon, and I only needed the melee weapon for one part of a run to farm a very particular body part, which we no longer acquire, so I'm not going to bother with that anymore. And we are going to grab this. We don't need to talk to this guy or anything, so we're just going to jump out here. And then through this wall, I can interact and combine these 2 things, which has a reasonable fail chance, so this will probably fail a couple times. So we'll see how many attempts this takes. Right now, I've actually played this game on controller, but we're using both. I'm gonna put it on seagull wings because seagull wings have better flight overall. And right around the corner here, I can equip my new piece. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put on the seagull wings, which is gonna give us better movement, and then we're gonna put that on our movement setup right here. And is there anything else that I can combine that would kick ass? Ant legs and salamander legs would be really nice for some extra movement and hopefully don't require too much. Obviously, there's like some potential optimization here. 0% fail chance is wonderful to see. I love that. Okay, and we'll put that on ant legs. And is there anything else that I can combine that would be good? Chicken neck? Probably not. I don't care about any of the rest of this because it doesn't give me any more speed, so yeah. That's good. Speed is king on this run. We need speed for pretty much everything, so we're going to go ahead and evolve that. Put on the better ant legs. There we go. And we're going to save that with the better seagull wings. We're going to overwrite. And now we are going to travel to the start of the game, back to Ancient Caldera, where we're going to go into a dark zone. When do you get monkey arms? We get monkey arms from the market, which is where we're going next. Yeah, so we're going to go into the dark zone. This area sucks because you can't fucking see. And I have no idea what's happening in here, for the most part. All I know is you follow the mushrooms. I've tried my best to route this out, even though it's pitch black. You follow the mushrooms, and then you take a right, and then there's more mushrooms, and then there's like a bunch of the holes everywhere, and then you go to the big mushroom over here, and you get an extra snake aggroed on your ass, which is annoying. I'm going to go ahead and do a safe strat here, where I'm going to reset because I'm doing bad stamina management. We're going to go here, and yeah, that gets me an extra mystery liquid and scale point, which I actually didn't route on the previous run. So if I hang on the right here, that extra snake won't aggro to me, and I'll have no snakes on me. If I go through here, I'll actually end up in the exact same biome that I was just in, funny enough. But that is not what we're looking to do. So we're going to climb up here and try to get our stamina to regenerate. If I stand facing down, my stamina will start to regenerate. That's kind of the strat that I figured out. And I missed the jump. Disaster. Disaster. That's definitely going to be a significant time loss, but so be it. It'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes you eat a big time loss. Gonna try again. I'm gonna do safe strats, and I'm gonna give myself the close spawn, so that way if I die and die a couple of times, it won't be as big of a deal. And, you know, this cost me, like, a couple seconds, while dying in that scenario cost me, like, half a minute or something, which is brutal. Okay. There we go. Let's try from here. There we go. Now we go over here. Am I alive? I think so. Please. I'm dead. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know the dark zone very well. This is very much like the big issue with this area. Okay. No you, Prime Loler. No you. Okay, we're gonna try flying directly at the thing. There we go. That worked out better. So that's the new route that we're going to add in. We're just gonna fly directly at it. This a new run? It is disassociated. It is a new run. We got a 44, and now we're trying to cut the time down a little bit. So we got insta-aggroed by some monkeys, which is interesting, but not a problem. How do you get the light source part? You gotta win a race, and it's really out of the way. The light source is definitely not worth going and getting for this part of the run. If anything, I should go and, like, I've got it on my other run, so I should just go look and see. Okay, so we're looking for monkey arm. Monkey arm spawns in the back right there, most commonly. I don't know if it can spawn anywhere else. We'll see. Okay, let's go ahead and reset the area. Yeah, navigating in there is very hard, for sure. let's see what we got here. Monkey leg. Let's reset again. I'm hoping that I don't need to... I probably don't have enough gems. I should kill this guy really quick. Hello. I'm sorry, but this must be done. Those guys will aggro to me, but they won't get to me. This town abhors violence. Okay, so we need one more. So I'm actually gonna go out here and try to get a crystal from one of these boxes here. We're gonna get ganked by monkeys when we open these boxes. I am the wrong creature, which is very inconvenient. We need 2 hits on this to break it. Yeah, that's bad. That is decidedly bad. That's very bad. Are there any other boxes in town? Because boxes are the fastest way to acquire resources. I don't know if there's any boxes in town, to be honest. I don't think there are. There's one over there. Guess we could go for that. It's very likely that boxes have crystals in them, so... just having a spot where we can guarantee a crystal would be good. There we go. So now we've got our 8 crystals. Now we can go check and see if we got the monkey arm. It's gonna take a couple resets here, on average, I think. Which is just gonna be expected time loss for the time being. I don't know, maybe in the future they'll make it like a static thing that shows up right away in the first shop, who knows? That would be pretty fucking sick. There wouldn't be any reason to do that other than to facilitate speedrunning. But, you know, weirder things have happened. And maybe if we get some more people speedrunning this game, hint hint, give it a try. It's actually pretty fun. It's a good speedrun. I mean, it's a good game in general. The whole reason I started speedrunning it is because I wanted to play more of it. There we go. So we got monkey arms, and we've got 152 biomass, which is enough. It is enough biomass. Actually, no, we're too short. We are actually too short on biomass. Fuck. We are going to evolve our damage dealer really quick here. So let's go ahead and run this. There's our monkey arms. I'm gonna run chicken. I can afford beetle torso. That's great. Okay, we're gonna rock it like this, and we will do that. Oh wait, can I change my size? Yeah, I can become even bigger head. Even bigger head. Even smaller wings. There we go. We're gonna do the first round of this thing and see if it gives me any reasonable resources to work with. I think it will. There we go. We're doing 21 damage a shot here, which is very good. As long as I can, like, insta-kill all these guys, that's great. So yeah, the final reward for this is a mech body, or an entire mech suit, essentially. Or mech creature, whatever you want to call it. And the mech creature actually has an insane splash attack. Yeah, this is very easy because I chose the easy difficulty on purpose. If I chose the hard difficulty, then I'd be in a lot more trouble. These guys are problematic. Okay. This guy's got the beetle head, which is super annoying. Oh my god. Please! Please die! You fucker! There we go. We got him. I just had to face tank it. There we go. What do I get? I got 20 biomass. Sick. Okay, that's pretty much all I wanted. Okay, that seems like a decent way to get 20 biomass. In the future, I will use Salamander Head on that, probably. Because that'll be way easier damage. And I should have evolved there, I think. I think I have some evolution points to go faster. I definitely should have used them. Very convenient that there's that big pit there consuming all the lava. I like that. Town is safe. Until the lava explodes higher. I guess. Love this song here. Okay, so this can get smaller, this can get smaller, this can get bigger. And let us save that to here, so that way we can move way, way faster. There we go. We're starting to look like an abomination. I mean, I guess that's been true for a while. That's just kind of how this game goes. You just become an abomination. Please, please, please. Find spot to stand. Find spot to stand. Ah! That is by far one of my least favorite parts of this run, is the stamina system being all fucky with climb. I think I should start cutting climb out of the build if this is how it's gonna act. I was wondering, why is my stamina not recovering? I'm literally on flat ground. Bruh, my stam's not recovering even though I'm on flat ground. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so we get ganked here by these horrifying tree creatures. Tree creatures. So, one thing about this last boss fight is trying to find a way to, like, maximize my damage. And, right now, the monkey arms is the best way to do that. But I do hope to find a better damage method in the future. The monkey arms is good because it's ranged, and I can cheese the final boss with it. But if I can find even more biomass sources, I wouldn't be opposed to trying to go for, like, Triceratops head. Especially knowing now that I could get beetle, or stag beetle head, I could route that in. We'd lose some early game time. And then we could use the stag beetle to push the things into the lava. Which would save the Triceratops, giving us Triceratops head for free. My ass doing 2 runs at once right now. I'm thinking about future runs while I'm on my PB. You know how it is. Okay. We grab one of these. Good. So there's a dragon over there. And he is the hardest boss in the game. That said, we don't have to fight him, because we're gonna skip him instead. And once again, we are stuck trying to do our little stamina dance. Okay, so this should be pretty flat. And we just need to get past him here, but we actually have built like a really... Oh, fuck me. Okay, well... Unlucky. I went a little too close. I flew a little too close to the dragon. He's got like an aggro radius that is seemingly mostly in front of him. But apparently I went a little too close there. Please. Thank you. Weird, dumb bug creature. Yeah, please, please. Thank you. This is not where I want to be. Okay, good, good. Okay, we're gonna go around, give a little bit more of a wide berth. Much better, much better. Okay, so that's another time loss there, obviously. We'll have to trim that out on a future run. But that's okay. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Now we're in what I personally believe is the most dangerous biome in the game. Good, Brayden. Feed the chickens. Good, good. Yeah, this is where we get to read chat. It's a wonderful day to get some eggs. It's a wonderful day to feed some chickens. Get some eggs, I'm feeding my... Yeah. Delicious. Delicious homemade eggs. Straight from the chicken. Oh my god, my greed knows no bounds. This is the bad path. I'm hoping I'm fast enough to pull it off. I literally routed this out of that jump out of the run because of how annoying it is to try and not get murdered horribly. Okay. This is greed, but I want to start time saving where I can. Okay, sweet. So that's a cute little time save right there. If I don't say so myself. If I do say so myself, that one. I said so. I said it. It was me. Okay, there's a butterfly on my left, but if I don't look at them, they can't hurt me. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, this one we really can't do anything about. But yeah, the last boss is just up there, so we're closing in. Things are looking good. Things are looking very good. Why is the bitrate breaking? That's weird. My guy's like freaking out a little bit. Something to do with his arms, I guess. Something to do with his little baby salamander arms. But yeah, we've gotten more than enough for our aggro build or our damage build, so I'm gonna have to see if I can fit in like a extra attack piece. Because every additional like +1 attack that I get has a 140% attack multiplier on it, which is really good. Although, I guess wings would be the good one, the best one. I wonder if I have, if I got Geoduck wings on this run. I don't remember. Do not recall. Okay, we've got to wait out on the dang elevator here. And just wait. Doesn't matter when we get on it, it just matters that we get on it. Can you explain, how does not looking at them not hurt you? Is it like Medusa? No, it's a joke. It's like, if I can't see you, you can't see me. It's one of those. If I ignore their existence, they won't hurt me. Obviously, that's not the case, but... it's funny. Okay, do one of these... and now it's time to make the build. I keep getting these backwards. Okay. So, we are going to take off everything except our wings. And... can't afford. Still can't afford, so the wings can't happen. That is very unfortunate. We're going monkey arms, and then we are looking for attack bonus. I can't fit that. Can fit that. And I don't care about anything else unless it's attack bonus, and that's the only one that has attack bonus, so we're leaving it like this. Let me just make sure my sizes are correct. Yeah, that's incorrect. And I can't do wings anymore, which means I don't get any more damage. So that kind of sucks. Yeah, okay. Evolve. Oh, wait. Yeah, evolve. And then save. Bada bing, bada boom. We go. Okay. So we gotta aggro Hargraves. And all we gotta do is chat with him real quick. Go, now we cheese it. So yeah, we gotta climb this thing. And then we're gonna set up our cheese method. This one took me a couple tries to discover. Ow. That hurt pretty bad. Okay. I forgot to target him. There we go. I targeted him. Okay, now we should be all set to go. Let the cheesening commence. We're doing +1 damage over what we were doing last time. Alright, and now I can read chat. You occasionally lament that neither my partner nor I are top-tier piano players. Since if we were, I'd have no issue to re-record retained sections of our piano pieces instead of entering the audio file. I'm not sure what you're talking about there, Ren. You can always learn, though. It just takes a lot of time. This is a fucking goofy-ass version of this creature. Of all things the scientists need one. She doesn't need anime hair, it's fine. The boss is getting farmed. The boss is getting a little bit. The damage output is coming through. Yeah, so the devs have been working really hard on, like, patching and improving the game now that it's out in full. And they were talking to me the other day about whether or not they should patch this. And my personal take on it was, if you think that it's going to make the game worse, you should patch it. And, yeah, it's interesting, because, like, it's obviously in the best interest of the speedrun to have it in terms of making the speedrun fast, but in terms of making the speedrun fun, I guess, like, forcing the player to fight the boss properly would be more fun. The question is then, like, what do you need for, like, the minimum capabilities to fight this boss? Because it is actually, like, a really powerful boss, where you need, like, a lot of speed and a lot of damage output. So, the entire routing of the game would change. Like, I think it would kill the current version of the speedrun to the point where people might be wanting to down patch. But yeah, I think that there's like a couple of different ways it could be handled. I'm really curious if you're watching this in video form, assuming the run does well, and chat as well. You know, how would you feel about this being hashed out? What would you do to change this? And I wonder what the run would look like in that scenario. There we go, we did it. That's boss slain. Now we just need to do a quick chat with Lucia. Here we go, and time. 36:55. Let's fucking go, dude. That is a significant time drop over the previous 44 minutes. I'm super pleased with that. Yeah, I think 30 minutes is very doable. My original intent was to fight the boss legit with much higher damage options, but I don't have access to much higher damage options without farming for the amount of time that it takes me to kill the boss, so it just seems like the fastest route.